do you think is someone's biggest time waste nowadays with social media itself and what's going on?
Man, you can look at people's screen times and find out. Everyone who says they don't have time, every time somebody tells me they don't have time, all right, man, let's open up the screen time.
Show me what's up.
Let's see. Let me see, man.
Damn, that's
Damn,
good.
you ain't had time? Why don't you shut the fuck up, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for real, you can probably just see, they can probably see it themselves, what their biggest time waste is. But it's not even that they're trying to waste time. That's what was fucked up. If you don't plan it, people don't plan to waste time. They fail to plan their time. That's why I started this off was like really like learning Google Calendar and just planning out your days in advance. So that way you have your days choreographed. And obviously shit is going to won't go according to plan, right? It's kind of, you got to think when you was on the motherfucking missions, kicking in doors and
Of
shit.
course.
It didn't go exactly to plan,
Yeah.
but having a plan was better than, hey, yo, let's just go
Absolutely.
freestyle, man. Let's just go fucking
I mean,
wing
before
it.
every to add which merits what you're saying, like before every operation, whether you're doing a search warrant, arrest warrant, whatever, you have to do something called an operation plan.
Yeah.
Right, where you put the people that are involved in operation, people's roles, etc. Obviously, things can change while you're there, but you have some type of at least semblance of organization so that you can adapt from there.
And it's not rigid. So like sometimes my shit will change a little bit. For example, like Myron was like, yo, you I didn't think they was doing after hours because you weren't doing it on Mondays. He was like, yo, you want to do it? All right, cool. That just means I'm gonna move shit around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My girl probably already moved some of the shit in my calendar already. You know what I'm saying?
Boom. Yeah.
You know, like
She like, not for this shit.
because you know, and especially when you get at high levels, right? And I don't say this to brag. I'm just saying, like, if you get in the habit now, let's say you become successful and you start getting employees and you start having other people, you know, you would want to give them access to your calendar so they can put stuff in there and or see what your availability is when they have to set up meetings with you and other people, right? So like Amber, you know, my chief operating officer, like I'll just wake up sometimes and shit'll be in my calendar, but she knows some shit that I told her to, and like find a time for me and this person to meet, and she'll go and like book that shit in my calendar.
Gotcha.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Or like even my girls, like she'll be like, I'll be like, yo, hit up so and so, we should do something, or you know, see what time the fucking Gucci Connect can see me. I need to get some shit, and then she'll like put it in my calendar, right? And it be like that, you know. It becomes efficiency, right? And what happens is everybody who does this, who starts planning, what they realize is they realize how much time they were wasting.
Yeah.
And it's like shocking. It's kind of, you know what it's like? It's like the first time, remember when you were training people and when they first started tracking their macros and they couldn't fucking believe how fucking off they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They estimate they consumed this much, but it was really this much.
Way much, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that. Or so I remember once I was training somebody and he was like, man, I just can't gain weight, man. I just can't gain weight. And then I looked at the fucking steps on his phone. It's like, how many steps you think you take a day? I was like, I don't know, probably not that much, man. Probably under like 10,000. This motherfucker was taking like 20,000 steps a day. Right?
Oh shit.
He worked in Manhattan.
Okay,
and
I was
he
gonna
in
say,
New York. You know,
when
New
you-
Yorkers walk a lot. That's
Yeah,
why you don't
they
see
do.
a lot of fat people in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Unless they tourists, because they just walk so much. Right?
That's
But anyway,
actually very true.
yeah, they just walk so much. But he was like taking like 20,000 steps. Like, oh, my brother, you gotta eat. You're gonna eat more than you think you do.
You know, it's funny that you say that because like Manhattan is like in this weird area where it's like you don't want to drive because the traffic is going to take you longer.
Yeah.
You don't want to take a taxi because that's stupid. Uber doesn't make sense. And you don't want to take the subway either because it's kind of dumb to take it for like 10 blocks. So yeah, people end up walking a lot in
It just
Manhattan.
makes more sense.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I didn't.
And a lot of them are like living paycheck to paycheck, so niggas are eating ramen noodles all day.
I got rid of my car when I was in Manhattan. I was on the Upper West Side on 72nd and Broadway, and I got rid of my car. I was like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a liability, bro.
Just the park.
Having a car is a liability.
It was more of a fucking headache.
Yeah.
Like just not even like money. It was just like, fuck, I don't want to think about the fucking car.
Sounds like a
In the
nightmare.
city. Yeah.
No driving?
Bro, you
that
can
was
tell
cool.
someone's really from New York City if they don't know how to drive or they don't have a driver's license. There's people right now that from New York City that are probably 40 and they're 50 years old. They've never driven a car in their life, bro.
Lucario.
Yeah, he doesn't have a driver's
She was
license.
Shorty was laughing because I just recently got my driver's license.
Oh yeah. That's actually a telltale sign someone's from New York.
I had an Illinois driver's license because I'm from Chicago, but it expired when I was in New York. Yeah, fuck this shit. And then when I moved down here, I was like, all right, I better get a license. You know?
I'll tell you this though, bro. These roads are not safe.
Yeah.
Women on phones and drunk females, bro. It's scary out here.
Yeah. And every once in a while, man, I see Fresh fucking driving down Biscayne, man, with a dog out hanging out the window, man, of a Lambo or some shit. I was like, yeah, man, that's be distracting anyone. Pressure got this motherfucking dog hanging out the window.
Hey man, he put in the time, you know.
Nah, that's what's up. No,
When I was in the hood, he was there.
yeah, was he?
Yeah, he was, man.
Oh shit, man! Shout out to Hero. Anyway, what the fuck was he talking about? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Calendars and
yeah, because
moving things around when you need it.
And what we don't want to do, the next thing we want to do is make sure. Okay, the average American makes about $50,000 a year, somewhere around that range, right?
Yep.
And if you go on the Department of Labor and Statistics, the average American works like less than 40 hours a week. It's like 38, if I'm not mistaken, right? So we want to fucking double that. Stands to reason we should be able to come close to doubling our income,
Boom.
right?
Yeah.
And then you can start putting more money into the markets, or either to markets your own business or into real estate, right? That's what we need to do these 4 years. Like this is not the years. This is not the year to buy fucking Lambos, jewelry, none of that shit. This is the year to fucking invest, lock down. I'm really serious, man. Because imagine if you would have been doing this before,
Yeah.
and or you've been buying crypto before, right now,
To your point, everyone that bought cars between 2020 and 2024 got fucked because the market went down. If you bought cars now, you'd have been up
You've been
because
up.
now the prices are down.
Yeah.
So if you did what you said 3 years ago, perfect timing.
But and like right now, like I just really, I'm just telling you, man, this is going to be we got a short window with the fucking big homie out in the office, man. We got a short window to really make this shit happen. I
also argue as well that most people that are living paycheck to paycheck can't afford to invest anything at all.
Yeah.
So it's kinda like-
and even if they did, it wouldn't make a big difference.
$100.
It wouldn't make a big difference.
Yeah.
But if we keep investing over and over, we just got to make more. So you either want to make more from your own business or work more, but you need to be putting in 80 hours a week. And I wish I can give you a get rich scam. I'm really trying to give you I'm trying to give guys the real shit. There's nothing to sell. I'm really just trying to give you the real shit on how you can come up.
See, with your setup itself and the schedule and the actual consistency of what you're saying, you're creating a lifestyle versus just a quick fix.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
For most people I've seen, especially in Miami, they'll do a big one on crypto, 100K, 200K. All right, I'm gonna go ball out. They go buy
Yeah.
a car, go buy some jewelry, go to a club. Before you know it, the money's gone.
Yeah.
And there's no return on that because it's over. Versus here's a schedule for you waking up every single day for your lifestyle, and
Yeah.
it's where to invest.
Yeah, yeah, and here's the thing. That's why I said we don't want to increase our standard of living, right? Because it's lifestyle inflation will eat the profits. You won't have nothing to invest,
Yeah.
right? And that's going to take discipline, right? But here's the thing, what you said is super true because what people don't tell you is the more successful you become, the more disciplined you should be. Because for example, if you're driving slow. You might have one hand out the window, one arm out the window, motherfucking driving with your finger, smoking. You can smoke a blunt, eat food. You can do all types of shit if you're driving slow. But you fucking start driving like 100 miles an hour, you're driving. You got to focus. Motherfuckers might turn the radio down if they start driving real fast. You seen it? Because that's what success is like.
Yo, that's so true.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
Yeah.
You in a car moving fast. Why you turn the music down? I gotta focus, nigga.
You gotta
What the
focus.
fuck?
No,
Yeah.
for real. So like success is that same way, right? Because imagine, all right? Let's say you knew the average asshole, if he just woke up one day and he was a fucking multi-millionaire living in downtown Manhattan, let's say he was like 6'2", single digit body fat, super ripped, millions of followers on Instagram followers and shit. Do you think that motherfucker would have an alarm for him to go to sleep at 9:30?
No.
Nah. What would he be doing? Yeah.
Strippers and I don't know.
Yeah. All types.
Something.
Yup. I was thinking the same
Sounds
thing.
crazy, but nigga, that's just true.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? You see, well, you better
but-
watch this motherfucker. But
Well, let's just say there were some parties that weren't Diddy parties that I didn't go to. Anyway, continue. Fresh?
yeah, and but it's like no, this nigga be all fucked up, and he might have a bunch of fucking kids.
Yeah.
He might have fucking some STDs. He might really fuck his life up.
Yeah.
Like because he's lack of discipline. Right, you have to be more disciplined when you get to that level, right?
You can look at the rappers and athletes when they lose it all, right? Like that's a perfect example of like you get the money and you refuse to turn the music down while you're speeding in life.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's straight. They lose it all. Or like, motherfucker might get famous off a podcast and then like some Asian chick is trying to say she got you a baby and we all think you about to have a kung fu baby. I'm over here thinking that I'm about to have a little nephew that is going to teach me karate. I was excited about that. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder what he's talking about.
I'm just saying these are the things that can happen if you lose your discipline. These are the things that can. These are hypotheticals.
Sounds familiar.
Hey, Brandon.
These are hypotheticals.
Watch it, bro. You in my studio, nigga. Hey, man. I'm in the gym now, nigga. I'm getting feisty, nigga.
I'm bugging with you.
This nigga, bro.
No, this is my nigga, man. I'm bugging with you. That's just a joke.
No.
No, but you know what I'm saying? No, but seriously.
No. Hold on. Can I be real here?
Yeah.
Okay, audience, listen. He's
Be
cracking a
real
joke
here.
but this is real shit. So, I was living that lifestyle, man, where I was with the rappers, I was with the ball players, going out with them, and you know what? I kind of indulge a little bit too much sometimes too, because I was with them.
That's real shit, man.
I did dumb shit, bought the big ass chains, all that shit. Obviously, it was marketing too for the.
Yeah, I
connections.
understood that. I
But-
never clowned you for that.
But my plan was to always get out of it. But I realized, like, being in that world, that like, it don't mean shit, bro.
Yeah.
All the like lifestyle, that shit doesn't mean anything. And honestly, like, you do it for other people. 'Cause
Yeah.
For you really need that shit. You really don't.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So I think that whole like setup of like keeping up with the Joneses is a lie. Like, you don't
Yeah.
need that shit. The designer, all the stuff, it's a luxury. Every now and then it's cool, but like buying it just to show off. To who?
Yeah, I mean it's okay to
Every now and then.
to take pride in your appearance,
Yeah.
for sure. And if you and here's the thing though, if your assets pay for that shit, it's okay.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
After the fact.
Yeah. If your assets pay for it, like my shit is all from my assets. Right. So I don't spend money I work for. Right. So it may sound odd for me to say, hey man, don't inflate your lifestyle, but don't do that shit until your assets can pay for it. Because then when let's say you spend money on some assets, right? Real estate, stocks that are paying dividends or something, and then those assets give you money. If you use the money to buy the dumb shit, it doesn't matter. You can keep doing it because you still got the principal of the money you put in here.
Yeah.
So you put the money in the assets. It's classic like Rich Dad Poor Dad, man. Robert Kiyosaki shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
Kiyosaki. And
Nani?
and what we do is what we do. But then it's okay, right? Then it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're working to buy that shit, then it's like my nigga, fuck you doing? Then you fucking up, because that's how you end up like the guy you mentioned before. Like his parties and all the other shit's gone. Nah, man, if he would have put that shit in assets, had the assets pay for the shit. But this is why we got to work 80 hours a week and invest the difference for a few years so we can have assets that pay for our lifestyle.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to work to pay for your lifestyle. You work to pay for assets, and the assets pay for your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Well said.
No, and I think people grossly underestimate how, because look, I always give the analogy, you need roughly, if you want to make 10K a month passively, you're going to need to control, depending on, and this is a very wide variance, but somewhere between 3 to 10 million, probably closer to the 3 to 5 million range of real estate.
Yeah, or
right?
at least get control.
Yeah, you need to control it,
You know
which
what?
means,
Yeah.
maybe you have a loan on it, whatever it may be, but to make 10,000 a month passively through real estate, you need to control that much value of real estate, which that's a lot, guys. You're going to have to work a lot to make that money. But then now, if you work really hard now, put that money in, control the asset, then you could get that dividend back, and then you don't have to work as hard.
And to control $10 million, you said $10 million of real estate.
Yeah.
That'll fucking run you, what, fucking $200K? Like with down payments?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because see, and that's why
It
it's
depends on what you're
such
buying.
a wide
It depends on
variance.
what you're buying.
Depends on what you're buying.
Yeah.
Depends on how many tenants you got.
Yeah.
All this stuff. That's why it's so wide, because people are like, Myron, 3 to 10 million is a big range. That is true. But I'm giving you guys the range of, this is the amount of real estate you need to control typically,
But you only
to
need
make that 10.
You only
10K
need a
a
few
month.
$100,000
You
to
need a
control that
portion.
much, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few $100,000.
Yeah, a few $100,000 to control that
And
much.
then you
Yes.
can control
Yes.
that much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So I'm just saying.
Because you're only putting 20 to 25% down on each house.
So you're
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
grind for now.
Yes.
The 80
Yes.
hours, get
Yes.
that money, and then you're going to be good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And when you real estate is the safest investment. Real estate is one of the safest investments, right?
Yeah.
But it's super
Slow.
It's slow.
Very, very
and it's
slow.
expensive to make
Yeah.
big money. Stocks, crypto, any asshole can buy stock in crypto right now. But it's going to have ups and downs. And
Extremely
it doesn't,
volatile.
and it's not all of it gives a dividend.
Yeah.
Right. There's different things you can do with at least with the stock market. You can sell if you own a stock. You can sell cash secure. You can sell cash secure puts to enter a stock, or if you own one, you can sell covered calls. That's something I do a lot, where you can make money off your stock, but I don't want to get into that. It's still riskier than real estate.
Yeah, for sure.
But you can get that equity can skyrocket. Where real estate equity may not skyrocket, but it'll pay out every month.
Yep.
The biggest return on investment, but it's also the riskiest, is your own business.
Of course.
That's where you're going to make the biggest returns most of the time, right? Most of the time, these next 4 years, I think is maybe something different, right? It may be, but you still need a lot of money. So the fastest way to make money is always your own business if it works, but it's the riskiest, right? So you got to really make sure you know what you're doing if you're going to do your own business. You know?
And I also want to kind of bring to people's attention that you don't have to be an entrepreneur, guys. That people sell this whole laptop lifestyle. If you got a high income skill, you're making $100,000 plus a year. It'll take longer, but you could take that money and put into assets. You might not be able to aggressively invest like someone that makes more money and has their own business, but you can absolutely become financially free from working a 9 to 5 too.
And live a good lifestyle, by the way.
Live a good lifestyle, because everyone thinks that I need to be an entrepreneur. No, let's say you're making $150K per year. You put money into, you save for a year or two, and you buy your first real estate property. Now that first real estate property, you can leverage that to get your next, or use it to get other assets. So it's slower, but you can absolutely become rich doing a 9 to 5 if you invest properly. You just have to be even more disciplined with investing.